pessoas, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal Nerde. Eu estou de volta com vocês para continuar com a missão do Festival da Brisa Florescente. E dessa vez, para a terceira parte, eu trouxe o Vente, porque eu não aguentei. Eu tô sentindo saudade desse menino. Eu adoro isso. Vamos ver então o que nos aguarda. Vamos para o balcão de síntese e encontre com sucrose. Ok. Ah, agora tem um quadro de avisos aqui.
Hey, we're here! Traveler, Paimon.
Aliás, deixa o like.
Timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups. Nice work! Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Ah. Felicidade acima das nuvens. Será o que é a cutscene no final desse evento? Eu tô muito curiosa. Quadro de pistas. Tá bom, a gente dá uma olhada no quadro de pistas. Ler cartas sobre uma flor que não é deste mundo. Vamos em ordem, vai. Sobre uma flor que não é deste mundo. Ler a carta do Tignari. Após nossas conversas no outro dia, eu revisei as palavras da profecia cuidadosamente. Uma flor que não é deste mundo. Parece uma contradição de termos. Pense nisso. Se uma flor não é deste mundo, então ela não pode ser percebida. Entretanto, se tal flor é de fato deste mundo, ela não se encaixa na descrição da profecia. Portanto, eu acredito que a resposta desta charada não deva ser uma planta real. Entretanto, eu também devo mencionar, com o devido respeito, que quem elaborou esta charada pode não conhecer todas as plantas do mundo. E eu diria que ninguém seria tão ousado de fazer tal declaração. Nesta perspectiva, você poderia pensar que algumas plantas raras são candidatas à resposta. Em anexo estão a lista de plantas raras e eu também adicionei algumas palavras de ilustração para cada uma delas. Espero que sua resposta esteja em meio a elas. Desejo tudo de bom para vocês, Tignari. Adorei essa tela, cara. Design gráfico. Ler a carta de Albedo. Uma flor que não é deste mundo. Não parece como uma espécie existente ou uma planta cultivada com um método especial. Com isso em mente, eu acho que devemos pensar fora da caixa. Após revisar o que aprendi com os anos, eu encontrei a resposta. Sucrose também veio discutir isso comigo. Ela ainda não resolveu a charada até o momento que escreveu esta carta. Então eu não revelarei minha resposta antecipadamente. Vamos discuti-la detalhadamente em pessoa. Espero que todos presentes durante nossa discussão possam trazer suas respectivas respostas. Até lá, Albedo. Ele quer ver a gente pessoalmente. Sucrose. Parece estranho inserir uma carta em uma caixa postal que eu mesma fiz, mas eu realmente encontrei a resposta. Primeiramente, eu pensei que uma flor criada usando alquimia constituiria uma que não é deste mundo na profecia, mas depois eu percebi que um dispositivo em formato de flor feito de produtos alquímicos pode se encaixar na descrição, melhor do que uma planta que foi criada. Então cheguei à minha conclusão, um relógio no formato de flor. Uma longa vida vaza pelo relógio, as flores trêmulas em sua passagem. Os anos decorridos mexem as folhas, empurrando a agulha do tempo para frente. Sucrose. Então um relógio mesmo, de tempo. O guia que nunca se perderá. Ler a carta de Mona. Pra mim é um mapa. Não há ninguém neste mundo que nunca se perca, mas contanto que essa pessoa mantenha o coração bondoso para ajudar e guiar outros, ela se tornará um navio que constantemente surpreende. Eu não fiz nenhuma adivinhação antes de escrever esta carta, mas eu tenho a impressão que testemunharei a verdade por trás da profecia com todos. Então, por favor, batam na minha porta quando for necessário. Eu ajudarei, Mona. Bennett. Eu estive pensando sobre isso por um longo tempo. Na verdade, eu nunca havia imaginado que eu desempenharia um papel nisso antes de você e os outros virem até mim. Bem, como sabem, eu provavelmente não sou qualificado para guiar outros, pois nem sou muito forte. E ainda estou tentando melhorar meu relacionamento com este mundo. Se você me perguntar quem seria de ajuda, minha amiga Fischl e a amiga dela, Mona, astrólogas, são muito sábias e corajosas. Elas são provavelmente aquelas que vocês procuram. Esta é a minha resposta. Desejo toda a sorte a vocês, Bennett. Tadinho do Bennett. Boa resposta. Amber. Guia é um título grandioso demais para mim. Eu me vejo como amigo de todos e uma boa amiga. Eu sou uma ouvinte atenta, então podem me falar quando se sentirem perdidos. Para fazer uma analogia, eu sou como uma tocha na natureza que iluminará todos contanto que não tenha sido apagada. O que está escrito abaixo não é para Colley ler. Querida Colley, se estiver lendo isso, por favor, pare. Eu estive preocupada com Colley recentemente. Ela se recuperou de sua doença, mas não parecia muito animada. Parece que ela ainda não se libertou de algo. Permita-me escrever meu desejo aqui. Eu espero que Colley possa descobrir o segredo por trás da profecia e encontrar a felicidade. E eu espero que possa permanecer como amiga dela, independentemente de onde ela estiver e de quem se tornar. Nós não somos salvadoras e resgatadas. Nós não somos salvadoras e resgatadas. Boas amigas. Amber. Ler a carta do Mika. Espero que estejam bem quando receberem esta carta. Eu não esperava ser feita esta pergunta, o que me causou uma grande dor de cabeça para início de conversa. Tudo o que eu posso fazer é guiar as pessoas geologicamente, mas na jornada da vida eu sou uma perdida que se guiada por muitos. Mas ao vislumbrar sua pergunta, eu imediatamente soube em que eu poderia ser de ajuda. Eu tentei desenhar um mapa de vegetação para o Sr. Tignari e a Sra. Colley, assim como um calendário da estão anexados abaixo. Eu precisarei patrulhar com a capitã e desenhar mapas para a senhorita Lisa. Então eu apenas posso oferecer apoio a vocês com meus desejos. Minhas desculpas, por favor, me perdoem. Eu espero que o mapa e o calendário possam ser de alguma ajuda. Gente, é um mapa. O Mika tá certo. É o guia que nunca se perderá. Ler cartas sobre aquele que nunca mentiria. Ler a carta do Cyno. Vocês têm razão em assumir que eu raramente minto. Isso tem a ver com o meu histórico. Como um habitante do deserto que sempre viveu dentro da academia, desde a infância, minha identidade em comum dificulta que outras pessoas confiem em mim. E seria ainda mais difícil se eu não fosse honesto. Como resultado, eu aprendi a falar menos e dizer nada além do necessário. Descobrir o segredo por trás da profecia pode trazer perigo. Se precisarem de alguém que nunca mente, eu posso me unir a vocês. Cyno. Ah, Cyno. Rosária, preciso deixar uma coisa bem clara antes. Eu não sou alguém que nunca mentiria. Depois de ouvir a sua pergunta, pensei sobre muitas coisas do passado e relembrei de muitas ocasiões em que menti. Eu inventei muitas desculpas com frequência para evitar treinar no coral. Também conto mentirinhas bobas às vezes para me fazer feliz e às vezes para desistir de algo. A mentira mais gentil que eu já inventei foi a que contei ao Varka, que eu não queria ficar em Mondstadt. Varka respondeu com outra mentira, e esse foi exatamente o conselho dele para mim. Você não está preparada para viver em nenhum outro lugar que não seja Mondstadt. Adorei. Eu quero muito que o Varka chegue logo. Eu posso não ser a resposta para essa pergunta, mas sugiro que você considere o que nunca mentir significa. Significa nunca enganar ou nunca mentir com más intenções? É uma pena que eu não seja quem você está procurando, mas acredito que alguém que atenda aos requerimentos irá aparecer. Boa sorte. Razor! Pedi para minha mestra Lisa escrever essa carta. É muito melhor do que aquelas que escrevi. Agradeço muito. Eu não minto, eu confio em você. Venha até mim quando precisar. Estarei sempre à sua disposição, Razor. Ok, a gente já leu tudo, né? A lenda que nunca termina, aliás, falta essa. Carta de Lisa. As lendas foram criadas pelas pessoas. Nesse sentido, nenhuma lenda durará para sempre. E todas as histórias acabarão um dia. Mas contanto que uma boa história possa viver nos corações das pessoas, ela continuará para sempre. Eu cheguei a esta conclusão após muita leitura. Fofuras, boa sorte para vocês, Lisa. Minha mãe é uma autora de viagens, mas uma das amigas dela gosta de escrever contos de fada. Clee ouviu que uma história que um autor passou a vida toda escrevendo é uma das boas. Clee. Tadinha da Clee. Coley. Eu acredito que a lenda que nunca termina deveria ser uma história cheia de sonhos e esperanças, e uma que é ativamente passada de uma pessoa para outra. Histórias assim são significativas para todo mundo. Eu já fui imensamente encorajada por tais histórias. Então eu acho que elas são minha resposta. Coley. Ok, a gente terminou de ler agora. E aí? Sucrose. Responda, qual que é a resposta?
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tighnari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while
Sim.
Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person.
Pois é.
As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Yeah.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tighnari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Cyno. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Cyno are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems
Junta a galera e
to have
vambora.
forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that
Timaeus
never
tá
ends.
apaixonado.
Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively passed from one person to the next. So,
Oh.
what are the answers to the 4 riddles then? You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Ok. E agora?
Wait!
Oh,
Wait
Timaeus!
for me!
Oh, Timaeus! What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't
concordo.
trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-ar?
Lembro de algo do gênero.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-ar is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? I always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, Our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-Ar's heart.
So, at Starsnatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-Ar?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-Ar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windbloom Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-Ar to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-Ar's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
Pobre Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying-Ar?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay.
E
So
aquela
it looks
mulher
like
de
we found the one
Snezhnaya?
who would never lie. Great. Let's keep it up, huh?
Após uma pequena discussão, o grupo decide as escolhas finais para cada parte da profecia. Todos se reúnem.
do the
Ah, ninguém chamou o Cyno. Ah, nem o
We
Razor.
have with us here the flower,
Troca o Timaeus.
guide, legend, and Timaeus. Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too. All right. We also have Klee. That's me!
With Klee
Adoro
here,
Klee.
this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, você já descobriu as suas respostas?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, I'm a little worried too.
Tô curiosa, anda.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed?
Sim,
or
eu tenho
should I do a
mapa.
reading on my scry glass?
Eu tenho um mapa.
According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern? Oh, we know something about that.
Eu já descobri onde está.
What?
Você inventa uma história sobre como você descobriu a localização ao rezar para o vento.
That's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Sigam-me.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Rezar para o vento virou sinônimo de encontrar com o bardo bêbado. Faz
According
tanto
to the
tempo
map,
que eu não venho
it
aqui.
should be somewhere around here.
Aqui na
Let me take a
pontinha.
look. Oh, it should be...
Aww, I don't see any lanterns here. think about it. The prophecy didn't say anything about what the lantern utmost joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Sim. As anotações do Vente dizem que deveríamos olhar para cima e procurar respostas do céu.
I'm reading too. Huh? It says to look up, but there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
A anotação também diz, agora você deve recitar o encantamento. Paimon, dê uma olhada nisso.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way.
Ou coloque o esquilo nas costas do gato de orelhas pontudas. E um filhote de cachorro devoto abrirá as portas para lhe mostrar o caminho.
Look, the wind is blowing.
What a strong wind current. Let's write it up and see where it leads us.
Huh?
Oh.
We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
O Tiveus no plano.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this.
Olha, eles fizeram a área toda aqui. Oh! Huh. Huh.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Ela podia ficar aqui.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost. Oh, good thinking, Kale. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if
Suspeito.
someone was holding a tea party.
Suspeito. Esse conjunto de chá parece demais com o esquema de cor da Klee. Medo.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look.
Oh?
Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
Pois é.
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Isso mesmo, Albedo. Todos observam atentamente enquanto Albedo conduz uma investigação minuciosa do local.
Questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms. But I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Hã?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart.
É inteligente.
But why?
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good. Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite
Ela
it.
viu alguma coisa no círculo
While
de
Albedo
adivinhação?
was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
Alguém?
But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then... No. Could that person be...
Mona está toda arrepiada. Será que ela sentiu algum tipo de grande
What do you
poder?
mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Tipo, a mestre dela, ou a mãe da Klee, ou o Vente?
Don't leave us on the Mona? I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
Você não sentou ainda.
You can do it, Sucrose.
then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Klee, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person.
Tá, eles
I'd
estão
like
dando a
to thank
resposta errada.
everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh? But...
Mas tudo que fizemos foi enviar um monte de respostas de teste.
Klee, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
Hã?
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Quem é essa
What?
doida?
There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into
Quem é
the
ela?
storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Sabia, mestre dela.
So you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but
Osh.
I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Oh, wow, o quê?
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there? Mom?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
A mestre da Mona.
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Alice.
Why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animal Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Eu adoro Vente.
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
Eu sabia que parecia demais com a roupa da Clee.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animal Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Ah, Vente.
Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story. Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animal Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Uau, dramático.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Ah, é a
But I
dourada lá,
suppose that
a
still
ouro.
makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
Oxi, as feiticeiras tudo reunidas.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Eu adoro Vente. Só que só tem um problema.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Só que só tem um probleminha aí, sabe? A mãe do Albedo, aquela que tava criando o filho dela lá. Ela mandou um dragão gigante pra destruir Mondstadt. Só isso.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
Conhecimento,
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Oh!
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine-Daughter, also known as Gold.
O ouro, é isso aí mesmo, a mãe do Albedo.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is
É a mãe do
N,
Albedo.
otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
Wait. Pera, quem falou com a gente aquele dia, no final da missão do Scaramouche? Será que foi a Anne? Opa! Porque teve uma mudança no mundo. Muito grande. Oh, será?
She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Foi sim, foi ela. Talvez tenha sido ela que falou comigo quando estávamos investigando o caso de Hiroshi. Hiroshi é o Andarilho, tá, gente?
Into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Por quê? O que ela tem de interesse?
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Concord.
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
Pois é, eu também tenho interesse
I
nisso.
used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. But you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night.
Eu tô meio chorando.
But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again. Regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be, as long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
Goodbye, darling. And farewell to all of our other friends as well.
Mãe desnaturada. Leva a Cli também.
Again. Oh, now that I think of it,
ela tá explodindo
Mondstadt. Getting
Mondstadt.
close to that time of year?
Yes, it's wind bloom again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windbloom Festival to the fullest.
Ah, foi legal, vai. A voz de Alice se desvanece e a lanterna vai se apagando. Novamente é apenas mais uma peça de decoração. Por um momento, todos parecem perdidos em pensamentos, mas logo conversas começam a permear o ambiente novamente. Logo todos abrem os seus planadores para voltar para Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Retorne ao portão de Mondstadt. Caramba, muito legal mesmo, gente. Como é que pode? Muito bom. A Royalverse sabe contar uma história. Eu sabia que tava muito ao estilo da mãe da Cli. Ok, voltei. Ah, gostei, vai. O que aconteceu com o Timaeus?
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
O cara de Mondstadt que não usa planador.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme Blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windbloom Festival's special ambassador.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
No. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, You still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
A younger.
Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Ai, ai.
That's her.
L'amour.
And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Well, of course I am.
No.
I'm so happy that I don't, Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Why wouldn't? You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Paimon gosta de intrometer
really?
onde não deve.
We'll just leave them alone then.
Eles parecem bem felizes. Talvez é isso que o Festival da Brisa Florescente significa. A aventura chega ao fim, todos se despedem e logo...
I am so glad to see
Apenas
Timaeus
algumas
find his
pessoas ficam no balcão.
happiness.
Tchau, Albedo! Tchau, Clee!
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities.
Olha aí, o novo
They're
círculo
just
da reserva.
spread over different parts of our personalities.
O grupo das vagas lá. Rezenzirkel, é isso?
I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once. All with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best. They are really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Bem, não é ótimo que estão se dando tão bem?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I worked on.
Tetratanic sweet flower. É a flor doce quadre, não sei lá o que.
Nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year.
Então, né, esse negócio de modificação genética.
Could also see how lovely they are.
Alquimia pra vocês, agronomia também e também um pouco de... Como é que é o nome daquela outra profissão? Aquela que modifica geneticamente grãos? Eu não lembro.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Opa! Então, tá querendo estudar aí com o Albedo? Vale a pena.
Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy? You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Kale sopra no tubo de ensaio de sucrose e o fluido se torna um violeta profundo. Então uma pequena nuvem brilhante sai de dentro do tubo de ensaio e sobe aos céus como um marshmallow antes de ser levada pelo vento.
Huh?
Oh?
What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
Oh!
Well, luckily there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Ela é meio modificada, né, por causa do dottore.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Cyno!
Oh yeah!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
No!
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Cyno! No!
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Espera, pra mim?
Cyno wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
Ok.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Sim.
Can you believe this guy?
It's time to duel! Sua vez! Eu não resisto. Certo.
Wait, I've got something to give you too.
Huh? Kale has a gift for us?
Oh, presente.
Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windbloom Festival.
Oh, que lindo! É um marca-página?
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Cyno. During Windbloom, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Ele não escreveria teses conosco.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Obrigada, realmente ficamos muito agradecidos.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to
Mas
the
as
people
rosas
I
de
feel
Sumeru
thankful
não são
for.
flores.
To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Felicidade acima das nuvens. Missão concluída. Ah, adorei. Adorei. Ah, não. Foi lindo. Foi maravilhoso. Foi bonitinho demais, gente. Poxa, eu adoro os eventos de Mondstadt. E o vento ainda tá ali. Desculpa.
Well, what do you think? I trust you've enjoyed this year's Windbloom Festival.
I'm happy to see you find the time amidst your busy adventures to return to Mondstadt and celebrate the winds of freedom with us. And if you have a moment now, would you care to hear a new love poem I wrote this year? Allow me to recite it for you.
Fala, Vente!
This world has never seen such vibrant color. It bestows upon everyone a brilliant hue. A shade more ethereal than white, yet more radiant still than gold. It eases into your eyes and restores to light a solitary soul.
Aww.
Maybe a bit too somber. Maybe I should write another one on sweet flowers instead.
Ah, eu gostei desse. Só que em inglês tá meio alterado, sabe? Tem um significado um pouco diferente. Ah, Vente. Como eu gosto do Vente, gente. Adoro Vente. Bora dar uma olhada aqui no evento de tirar fotos. Eu quero pelo menos tirar uma foto com vocês. Como eu disse, eu abri uma parte do evento por missão. Vamos lá. Foto 1. Primeiro, claro, uma foto do portão principal da cidade de Mondstadt. Lembre-se de entrar pela frente e manter o local de fotografia em foco. Os buquês, os tapetes, as marquises com flores, fotografe tudo. Ok, ir para fotografar então. É só dar a volta por fora aqui. Deixa eu equipar o coisinho. O aparelho fotográfico da Brisa Florescente. Oh, por favor, me dá esse aparelho fotográfico. Eu amo essa foto. Eu amo essa cor, perdão. Eu amo muito essa cor. Me dá esse aparelho fotográfico, sério. E sério, volta com o desafio dos balões que dá pra usar meu vente de 3 flechas. É outra coisa que eu queria. Eu tô precisando de semente de dandélia. Vamos lá, primeiro local para ser fotografado com o vente maravilhoso e lindo. Dá pra fotografar com o vente, né? Não, eu quero olhar pra frente. Aê! Ver imagem. Eu quero salvar essa imagem. Perfeito, perfeito. Já tirei a minha foto. Eu salvei a foto que eu queria. Maravilhosa e linda. Vente lindo e maravilhoso como sempre. Bem, eu realmente adoro como Mondstadt é decorada todo ano no Festival da Brisa Florescente. E pra aproveitar aqui essas cores maravilhosas que são as minhas cores favoritas, bora upar a arma do evento o máximo que eu puder. Primeiramente, né, refino 5. Refino 4, né? Rank 4. E rank 5. Código do vento e das flores. Tá fechadinho aqui, né? Bora ver. Dizem que é útil pra Albedo essa arma aqui, né? Mas não sei, não. É um espadão de proficiência, poxa. Pra quem tá começando o jogo, usar proficiência no D-Look é bom, tá? Não. Perdão, mas não, me recuso. Perfeito. Perfeito, ok. No Festival da Brisa Florescente, Vente tocando a sua lira. Eu amo Vente. Demais. Bem, então é isso. Eu sou doida. Se vocês gostaram desse vídeo, deixa seu gostei aqui embaixo. Se você não é inscrito no canal, inscreva-se. Se você já é inscrito, não esqueça de acionar as notificações de vídeos novos. Se você quer ajudar a manter o canal, por favor, compartilhe esse vídeo com seus amigos. Não esquece de dar uma olhada lá no Discord do canal, o link tá aqui na descrição, tá? A twitch.tv/eunerdcontato também tá aqui na descrição. O Pix da Vakinha pra vocês ajudarem a gente a chegar perto do Hogwarts Legacy, né? Já estamos com 60 e alguns reais pro Hogwarts Legacy. Tá indo, tá indo. Infelizmente eu não tenho como pagar, então fazer o quê, né? Mas eu continuo com Genshin com vocês. Talvez eu traga algumas summons de Cookie Run, mas no mais é isso. Faz tanto tempo que o Vente não falava nada enquanto eu falava alguma coisa que eu deixei ele falar. Vou ficando por aqui. Foi bom demais o Festival da Brisa Florescente. Eu adoro esse esquema de cores. Eu fui. Até mais.